All right, I got some good news and some bad news. For anybody new to the channel, what we're doing here is this is a 3D modeling project where we are recreating the entire land of Hyrule in the art style of the Wind Waker. It's been really fun. Of course, you know, if you played Wind Waker, you know that all the islands of the Great Sea are the mountaintops of Hyrule. And so this art project is all just about reimagining what that world would look like in the art style of the Wind Waker. Look, I read the comments. I know that there's so many of y'all that want to see this running in-engine. You want a mod, a ROM hack, using the Wind Waker itself and importing this map into the game. And I just have to tell you that a mod is not going to happen using this map. Let me be clear so I can repeat that. I'm not making a mod. I have no intention of importing the map into the game. That is not a possibility. Emphasis on the impossibility. Just so you can appreciate that, here's a test recorded by MelonSpeedruns, who actually tried to import the map into the Wii U version of the game. So when you go into that ring of light, you're supposed to be transported into the land of Hyrule. And supposedly, MelonSpeedruns has imported my model into the game. Let's see if it loads. And what do you know? The game crashes. Like I said, a mod using this map is literally not a possibility. But why? So the GameCube only has 24 megabytes of usable RAM, and the file for the current model is already above 160 megabytes. The model alone wouldn't even fit into the RAM of the game. Now, the Wii has 88 megabytes of RAM, and that's a little more powerful, but think about that. That's still hardly half of what we would need just to load in the current version of the model. And anyhow, the Wind Waker is a GameCube game, and it still has limitations coded in. So just because you're able to run it on a Wii doesn't mean that those technical limitations disappear. The Wii is still going to obey those GameCube limitations and still only keep 24 megabytes of RAM available. As for the Wii U version, the console is just not performant enough to have both the entire map model with its about 400k polygon count and its collision loaded at the same time. Not to count all the thousands of objects that you would hopefully want to populate the world. And the fact is, the model's only getting bigger. I've estimated that the project's about 35% complete, give or take. So once it's done, it might be half a gigabyte. For reference, the original GameCube disc could hold up to about 1.4 gigabytes, and the Wind Waker took up about a gigabyte in itself. There's no room even on the disc for the extra map. That said, the main game only took up about 450 megabytes, with most of the disc being taken up by a pre-rendered ending cutscene, but that's a different story. All this to say, to be clear, the original GameCube disc for the Wind Waker would not have space for this additional model. So what's next? I know that all of y'all are commenting that you want to see it running in-engine, but I know what you really want to see. What you really want to see is Hyrule in the art style of the Wind Waker, and you want to see Link running on that map. Now, a mod is not possible. We are not making a ROM hack. This is not what this channel is about. But if you want to see Link running in Hyrule, well, you could have just told me that. Now, as I've been modeling the map of Hyrule, MelonSpeedruns has been hard at work on something else. To be clear, what you are about to see has been created for educational purposes only. It will not be released in its current form. Let me repeat that. What you are about to see will not be distributed in its current form and has been created for viewing purposes only. Now, let's take a look at what MelonSpeedruns has been working on. This is a character controller created in Unity, inspired by the Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. Looks pretty good, right? Now I know what you want to see. You want to see Link running around the world that I've created. Well, before we take him here, just another reminder that what you are about to see will not be released in its current form and has been created for viewing purposes only. With that out of the way, let's bring Link into Hyrule. I really am amazed at how much it looks like original gameplay. MelonSpeedruns is an incredibly talented programmer, and you should subscribe to his YouTube channel to stay up to date with all of his projects. In conclusion, we are not making a mod on this channel. I'm a 3D modeler, an artist, bringing this world to life. That is what this YouTube channel is about. This is a 3D modeling project first. We are not making a mod, and that is not a possibility. But I was happy to show you all what it would look like to see Link exploring this world, and hopefully I can showcase more work done by MelonSpeedruns in the future. Thank you all for watching. If you want to be able to support me as a creator, there's several ways that you can do that. Become a member on Patreon. It gives you access to exclusive bonus features and early access content in all of my filmmaking projects. Stuff like early access to scripts that I'm writing, storyboards, previs, rough cuts, and music that I compose. I'm a composer, and any music that you've heard in the background of this video was my music. So go to Spotify or Apple Music or wherever you listen to music and type in Joe Kendrick. That's JoeKendrick. Look up Joe Kendrick on Spotify. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll let you go.